Hello, welcome to the Everyday Players podcast for game week 13 and 14. Double game week this week with your host Matthew Chan, the secret author Tony Buxton.
Good evening.
The one-on-one penalty specialist Ryan Chan.
Good evening.
And Captain Christmas Jumper Night, Jordan Swales, our secret special guest this week.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, so before we go into it, we've got half a Christmas jumper night. I told all the lads to wear the Christmas jumpers. It's nice to see half of us are feeling festive today.
Yeah.
The other two look like Scrooges and Scruffs.
You two look like dickheads, so I'm alright.
I want to be fair. Even we had one at work the other day as well, and I forgot then. So I think there's only me and one other lad who forgot then. So I've noticed I am turning a bit of a Scrooge at the minute.
Yeah, I always forget. Even when Jordan plans our Christmas jumper day, I always rock up in like a tight t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'll get pulled off.
Tight black t-shirt, that's too small and black, so it shows all his muscles apparently.
Yeah. Brilliant ones in prime, man. Massive, man. No one stays out on Christmas jumper day to me.
Well, that's why I wanted the Christmas jumpers, because we've got our guest here, Jordan, and you know, every year we always. Do you want to tell him, Jordan, about this Christmas jumper night?
Yeah, so every year it's a bit of a school reunion sort of thing where we get all the lads together around about this time each year. And I think this would have been the fourth or fifth year, I think. But obviously, because of COVID and stuff, we can't do it. But I put my jumper on tonight with Chan represent Christmas jumper 2020.
Yeah. And you've got a can there as well, haven't you?
I am. Birthday tomorrow, so I'm treating myself to a few cans tonight.
Oh, happy birthday! I think I should have got a can now. But
You just learn your words by the end of the podcast.
We're going for a piss all the time.
Yeah, it. Well, if you ever go for pint with you and Chan, or it goes for piss about 20 minutes, boring as man.
no, I'll tell you what. Tony Booker, honestly, he's like a proper pistol pisser. Like you go to the pub with him or a night out, he's like, "Oh, I'm just going for a piss." I was like, "All right." I like turn round, like 5 seconds later, he's back round there again. I'm like, "Fucking hell!" Like, where have you?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a bit. I'm a bit camera shy, I think. But
Don't know what you'll miss if you're in there too long. End up coming out and getting this.
Sorry.
So yeah, we're recording live today. Burnley Villa. What happened there, Ryan?
Yeah, they just crossed it in. Chris Woods nearly scored, but Martinez with a decent save. I need Burnley to score this game. So
It's like the Sky Sports panel, man. Over to Ryan, what have you got for us when you kick the ball?
Thanks, Cammy. But yeah, anyway, how was the fantasy league going? Obviously, we've got last weekend's games. We're in the middle of one now. Ryan, go on. Let's start with you.
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, last week, in the end, I managed to get 70, which was a little bit more than what it should have been, to be honest. I think I just got a little point in the last day, and I won in both leagues, so yeah, happy with that. But then this week, not so good, really.
I'll tell you what. What we'll do while that's on, obviously, I'll show that team. Let me just make sure I've got the. Is that your second team for this week?
Yeah, so that's this week's, yeah.
Right, okay. So yeah, there you go. There's 70 points. Obviously, just talk is right. I'll try and summarise. You're on the clock, 2 minutes.
Right, so 70 was actually more than what it should have been. All for the majority of the week, I thought it was pretty garbage weekend. But then Justin got 11 the last game, so that put my points up quite a bit. Good assist, he played well. And then obviously Kane and Son as well. A little bit lucky with the penner from Salah right at the end. I definitely thought he was just going to blank, and I brought him in literally for that game week to just captain him on that. And then, yeah, apart from that, a few sixes, a few twos. Not too bad in the end, but yeah, as I say, 70 points. Main concern still is my subs aren't playing, and I need to try and, with all the fixtures and that coming up, I need to just try and get at least another starter in there. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, I can't complain. 70 points, a lot more than the average point scoring in the end.
Yeah, and then this week?
Pretty rubbish so far, to be honest. Yeah, 35 points. De Bruyne, a little bit fortunate with 2 bonus points when he created 2 chances right at the end. So I'm a little bit lucky with that. Then Son, and then obviously, yeah, just Grealish and Bruno left, and I'm needing. It's a funny one. In one of the leagues, I need Bruno Fernandes to score in the stand-up, and then in the big money league, I need him to be quiet. So I don't really know what I need until this game, until Burnley have played against Villa. So I need Martinez to not keep a clean sheet.
Right, okay, that's it. That's your 2 minutes up there. Anyway, lads, who do you think who stood out for you this week? Then who's the
Ryan Fraser.
Ryan Fraser, he didn't play. Well, I know he has just played actually last night.
He did just play. What do you mean? Just like Steve Bruce. Of course, he played for like the first time this season, and he got an assist straight away. I have this argument about him all the time. Did you notice as well? He got subbed off for the fucking pale orc Almiron, and then 10 minutes later, he scored 3 goals. To take off like the most counter-attacking player probably there, like without Saint Maximum and the pale orc on the bench, he's probably like their best winger. And he comes off, so they just go back to sitting like Bruce loves to do. I'm not slating your beloved team, by the way, Jordan. I'm defending Fraser. I love him. And then they can score 3 goals within like 10 minutes after he comes off 3 goals going. He has to. I know he's been in for 3 games, but before that he was left out the Southampton squad, and then multiple games before that he was only getting a few minutes. But he needs to be starting, and he stood out for me this week. Okay.
Jordan, any players?
Probably Jack Harrison for Leeds last night. He played quite good. He whipped in a few decent balls against us. That one on the half volley where I think it was Rafinha scored a header. Then his worldly goal towards the end where he just levered it in the top right corner.
He got a goal and assist, didn't he? Was that it? A goal and assist?
Yeah, he got an assist, yeah. It was like coming towards the byline and he just like half volleyed it in. Rafinha dived and headed it. Then counter-attack from a corner, he absolutely levered one in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, I was thinking about him. I've been trying to scout like cheap differentials. Luckman's like one of those people, but I was also looking at him, but I have this little like thing where I just can't take Leeds players really. It's my one.
You need him.
Yeah, he was great last night.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it for us, this shit house.
Didn't get a chance really though, did he? He had played, to be fair, but...
Don't care, fuck him, he went to Leeds.
Not bitter or anything.
Yeah.
He's doing better.
I'll tell you
what I think's doing well, actually, and I knocked him a bit before, but the 2 Wolves lads, Neto and Podence.
Yeah.
I mean, they both scored the other day. Neto, he's 5.7. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists. I think, Neto and Podence have got a bit more added responsibility now Jimenez is out. And to be honest, Neto, he's got more points than Kevin De Bruyne. And who would think that? And he costs, 5.5 cheaper than what De Bruyne is anyway. So maybe he's one of them where you could get as like a fourth midfielder, 5th midfielder. Because they play I think they play Burnley, Tottenham, and then Man U, and it's Burnley away. Yeah. I don't think in the immediate it's not great, but they are one of them teams. Obviously, we'll come to mention it. Double game weeks and blank game weeks. So Wolves play throughout game week 18, but you've got a lot of teams there that blank. So just to give you a heads up, obviously you've got to think about that and work your team around that. Have you thought about that, Ryan?
Yeah, I've been thinking a little bit, yeah. I think it's always a big thing, isn't it? Like double game weeks. I think a lot of people tend to play the chips there as well, especially if you're playing just normal classic league where you probably would play, free it, bench boost, whatever. But then head to head.
No, if you're trying to waste it on a pointless week.
We'll come to that, but pointless free it. Wasting your free it. Go on.
No, but yeah, so it's just something to think about, especially a classic league, and it is you do want to get as many players in there who've got double game weeks as possible.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, look, go through my team. I've got a lot to say about this. Just make sure I've got the right one. Right, here we go. First week, 61 minus 4, 57. I mean, Justin, McCarthy, Kane, a big Thomas Souček again. I mean, he's going under the radar. I think people are starting to buy him. I think he was the second most transferred in. Granted, it was only from Sunday, like from the weekend till Tuesday. But he's only 5 million. So I told you, didn't I, last week?
Yeah.
42% of Leeds' goals come from set pieces, and two of them from West Ham last week.
And then Newcastle last night.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's all set pieces against Leeds. Disappointing though with Mane. Captain's got a blank against Fulham. Unbelievable. I remember telling you as well, Ryan. I was beating Cal Poole, and then, you know, when I was playing against Trav Turnbull in the other league, I was saying to you, Vardy will probably need like 13 or 14, which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I was saying, but I think I've won it, yeah. And how do FPL give him like an assist for that? Crosses the ball, it's a defender. I just thought nothing of it. They give Vardy another 3 points, and it's dog shit because it's cost me in the end. It's cost me big time. So I lost by 3 in the money league to Callum. I mean, I was lucky to get a draw, to be honest, because of this bonus system. Anyway, that caused me to lose my cogs a little bit, but this week is even worse. 25 points I'm on. De Bruyne captain against West Brom.
And a free hit.
Like I said, a free hit as well. So this is one thing that's pissed me off is I'm on 25 there. Had I just left my team, which was, you know, Son and DCL, I would have been on 37. I mean, it doesn't sound a lot, an extra 12 points, but 37 is the difference between winning and losing this week. I would have been beating Trev in the stronger position. Curtis Kirby would have been neck and neck, but game's just gone.
Yeah, I'm so surprised at you, mate. I'm so surprised at you because you're a smarter player than that, right? But do you know what I think it is? I think it's like the curse of being top of the table because you're doing it and Yenzi's doing it. It's like more bothered about losing top spot than like going 9th or something like that. Like, as soon as you lose 1 or 2 games, because Ainsley's doing it, he's on about, like, throwing himself off the bloody T-Sport bridge just because he's fell off top spot and me over the bid. It's like, it becomes too important. It's a curse. Better off, like, sitting 3rd or 4th and just maintaining that, I think, and doesn't get to your head.
Yeah.
Not having a lucky garlic.
I'm telling you, look, I'm a very superstitious guy, as Stevie Wonder would say. No garlic last week, 3 losses, 1 draw, fucking shocking. So this week, I've been shopping this week. Yeah. I've got plenty to go around over the Christmas period. It'll never run out. I might even hide it in my cupboards and all sorts.
He's lost the plot, man. I bet they're watching him like he walked in Tesco and like, oh, there's that garlic man again. Walking down the aisle like that, looking for all the garlic.
I'll tell you what it is a little bit with a free hit. I'm trying to relate it. It's a bit like a gambler, right? You've got a bit of a problem, but you've been on the bit of a straight and narrow. And because you've been quite good, like I've been patient with my wild cards and haven't used any chips like everyone else. I just thought, fuck it, why not? Like, let's just free it, try and win. And I think I psyched myself up that it was Trev and Curtis Kirby. I needed to win it. And it's messed up. So 3 lessons I've learned from this week. 1, very superstitious. I'll never run out of garlic, as I've shown. 2, if you're content with your team, don't change it. Just be happy with the players. I was more gutted. I took out Son and DCL than and Mahrez and Vardy, just absolute frauds, did nothing. And then 3, I think it just confirms the philosophy. My philosophy of, you know, what type of player. Form over fixtures. Done this for a year, went for fixtures. I targeted Fulham and West Brom. They were meant to be the so-called whipping boys, both blanked. De Bruyne and Mane. Mane, no form whatsoever.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, though? Exactly what I said. Klopp pissing about, taking him in and out for fucking Jota. I knew it had happened. Now he's out of form. Idiot. Klopp's the man to blame.
But why did you actually use it? Was it just like you looked at the fixtures and thought that it didn't look very good for your players or something?
Yeah, I looked at my fixtures and I thought, look, I'll try and show the team the set the week before. I looked at the fixtures. Oh no, that's not mine.
Martin, you wish
I
it
looked at
was.
Yeah, I know. I looked at the fixtures and just thought, oh, Spurs aren't going to do anything. So I took money out anyway for De Bruyne. I literally thought only 5 of my players were going to do something, and there's these 6. I didn't want to rely on Brewster and Kilman and people like that. Obviously, Jota's injured there. I wasn't sure about Calvert-Lewin against Leicester. Thought that's a hard game. Kane and Son, I was like, yeah, that's hard. Justin, I didn't even think he was going to keep a clean sheet. And even like Andy Robbo, like against Tottenham, thought they might concede. So the likes of like Souček was like a very valuable player for me this week, where I was like, I'm going to have to rely on him. And I panicked. I think
I was panicked.
Yeah, I have.
I think you're better than that as well. I think you should be more experienced than that. But you know what?
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever been at the top for so long.
I'm getting a bit dizzy.
And panic.
He's got like starving for power now, and he's like doing himself over. Anyway, you've had well longer than 2 minutes, right? I want to talk to Jordan.
You beat yourself.
Right, Jordan. What I was on about Frizz, I don't want to ramble on about Frizz, but obviously you're a Newcastle fan. Is like my trust misplaced in him? Like, because I asked Ainsey this too when he was on. Like, it really confused me why he isn't playing. Do you know what? Like, obviously I know he gets injured, but there's plenty of games where he's being fit. Like, are you a fan of him as well? Would you rather see him play more?
Yeah, I'd definitely rather him play, because him and Wilson both ex-Bournemouth. They've got that link together. Like, you know what I mean? They know each other players. Like, he's assisted him a few times already this season, and he's only played a handful of games.
That's it, yeah. That's exactly what I like. Always try and get the point across. It's a mystery to me. And obviously, when Maximin's back, if he goes on the left, he plays on the left, right? Or just do him and Fraser play the same side?
Sort of like the same side,
yeah.
But like he can move Maximum about a little bit. But I think with Bruce, it's just he doesn't like to play too attackive.
I know.
So like that's why you don't get too many attackers on the pitch, like, because he prefers to sit. Like last night we played 5 at the back, you know, like.
Still conceded.
Yeah, it's stressful because I jumped back on Callum Wilson straight away, and then I've watched the Geordie games, and it's painful seeing the distance between him and the next forward player on the pitch, like almost to the extent where I have to turn the game off. I just cannot wrap my head around these tactics.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Like I know we played West Brom the other day and we beat them 2-1, but we played 4-4-2. I think we played, and we created so many chances in that match, and we were expecting against Leeds, like you know what I mean, like play it again, and we've got 5 at the back and probably had like 3 shots all game.
Yeah, I know, and against West Brom as well. They were so defensive so early for no reason whatsoever. I think West Brom at that time, obviously, they've had a better result since then, but we're the worst team in the league at that point. And there was no ambition or drive to give them a good shagging at all. Like, it was just, let's be so careful. And that's just Wilson be 30, 40 metres ahead of everyone else. I couldn't understand it. Never mind, hopefully you don't get relegated there.
No. Well, Jordan, obviously you won't get relegated, but you know, how are you doing so far? Would you say, this is what I was going to say to you, are you a bit of a slow starter? Because last year you were quite near the bottom and you won like 11 out of 13. The post-lockdown league, when we done that, you were the last one to get any points. This year you're only 14th, 15th highest point in the league. But you turned it around last year. Some of your stats, you got 2,281 points and you got in the top 75k. And then you came second in that Stockton league as well.
Yeah. I think I am just a slow starter, to be fair. Like, I like to like build my team over the course of like the season, where I get like a bit of a feel for everyone. Then I'll start taking like gambles and stuff like that on players who I feel like are worth the value and etc. and the points. But yeah, I've had a bit of a bad start. I think I lost 5 out of the first 6 games. Then the last 6, I think I've won 4 out of 6 or something like that. So it's a bit better. But I think if I win against Liam Taylor tonight, if Bruno bags for me, I feel like I'm going to be going up in that spiral again, where like I'll go on a good little run of fixtures and
definitely. you can easily pick it back up in the Pride League as well. Like a couple of weeks ago, I think I was third bottom. And then if I win tonight, which I'm probably going to, I have not an easy game next week, but a game I could win. And then if that's won, I'll be like in the playoffs just like that off like 3 or 4 good weeks. So you're never too far behind in the Pride League. It's just you need a small run and you're there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone... Go on.
I just feel like because everyone's got like so much like similar teams and stuff like that, and because like Corona and like stuff like that, people's teams are like pretty much identical. Minus like maybe like 2 or 3 players. So like it falls down to like if you take like a -4 for like a transfer and stuff like that, like then that's like the difference of winning or losing sort of thing.
Yeah, I managed to wriggle free of your web when we played each other because I seen we only had like 2 or 3 different players, and then I took a minus to get 2 more, so we ended up with 5. But I think you damaged me by 1 point, didn't you?
Yeah.
Dickhead.
But yeah, look, that's your team last week, 62 minus 8. Do you want to just have a quick read through that?
Yeah, so I got off to a pretty terrible start, really. I made 3 subs, I think, 3 transfers. I think I got Mendy in, I got Salah in, and I think I got Bamford in. Is that correct? Yeah. And so yeah, like my plan was to like get Salah into my team really, because obviously he's like a good point scorer and stuff like that. So I took the hit that week to try and get Salah in my team for like this week against top of the table Liam. So yeah, didn't really do me that. Like it was pretty bad that I lost against Matthew Tunstall, who was down the bottom. But
he had a good week though, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he got 70 points, so he did quite good. I think I got rid of Vardy actually, and I think he had Vardy captain, and he got him like 16 points or something. But yeah, McCarthy 6, Mendy, I transferred him in, didn't even get a game, 0. Justin somehow got 11 points when he's blanked like for the past like 5 game weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Chilwell 2, Fernandes 3, Grealish 2, Romeo, who came in for Jota, who was injured, thankfully got me 7 points. Kane 9, Bamford 5, Wilson 1. So to be fair, it wasn't really that much of a bad game week, considering I think the average score for that game week was 52 or something. So considering I took a -8, it wasn't too bad, but I lost against Matty Tunstall, so disappointing really. But
yeah, Tunstall's a new dark horse. I'm pretty sure he's about to beat Ryan Ainsley as well. Your fellow Geordie.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's turning it around. Tell you what, there's no mugs in this league. Callum Poole's going to beat me, and he's relegation zone fodder.
Yeah, there's no easy games. That's it. Anyone can beat anyone. I've got a tricky game in the Money League too, as well, with a lower down team.
But yeah, obviously he's your team here, John. I'm just going to flick through it. So there's yours for this week. But there's Liam Taylor's. So Liam Taylor's, he's on 35. He's got Fernandes, obviously Grealish playing now, and Martinez, sorry. So you're about 6 behind, is that right? And then this is your team, 31 minus 27 at the moment, and you've got Grealish, but Fernandes captain, so obviously you know what you need to happen, don't you, tonight?
Yeah. So I've got Romeo coming in for Mahrez against start, so that puts me on 33, so I'm on 29 at the minute. We've both got Grealish and Fernandes, but I've got him captain, but he's got Martinez in goal, who's currently drawn 0-0, so I need Burnley to score against them, and minimum I need a goal off Fernandes tonight, really, to get the double points and potential bonus points to beat top of the table. So fingers crossed that happens.
So desperate for a Burnley's goal then?
Desperate for a Burnley goal and Fernandes to get a goal at least, really.
Right, okay. That's fine then. Anyway, just got some questions for you all. I don't know who wants to start because I'm putting you on the spot a little bit. Who would you say has been the best value player in FPL this year? And who has been the most disappointing?
Easy.
Yeah. I'd go first, and I'd say best value. I'd say is McCarthy, the goalkeeper, for 4.5 mil.
All right.
Just because he's like, I think he's like one of the cheapest goalkeepers who actually get a game apart from Johnstone for West Brom, and I think he's currently on 53 points, which is like I think like the second or third.
Is he the highest? Is he? Or is it...
He's up there. I think he's like top 3 at least. 53 points for 4.5 million, which is quite cheap for a goalkeeper that plays every week. And I think he's had 4 or 5 clean sheets already out of 12, which is good. Then my most disappointing was probably I'd probably pick Werner just because of the money, and he hasn't really he hasn't done I expected big things of him. I think he's only had like one double haul, over 10 points. He's missed sitters, and he's not really for his value of money, he's not really impressed me. So there's my 2 really.
No, that's fair enough. Ryan?
I think I'd go Calvert-Lewin for the best one. I think he started off 7 mil, was it? I think he's at 7.9 now. And to be fair, I wish I had him at the very start, but it's easy saying that now, isn't it? But I've had him in for a good while, and he has done quite well for me. He scores quite frequent, currently the top scorer in the Prem. Most disappointing, I'd probably say, I think I expect a bit more of Mane, to be honest, for someone who's 12, I think he started off 12 million on 60 points. I don't think he's quite done it yet. He's had quite a poor season. He hasn't scored in, a few games at the minute. So I'd probably go Mane, even though I've never owned him.
How many has he scored actually this year?
He scored. Let's have a look. He scored 4.
4. Yeah, which is
and 3 of them were in the first 3 games. So since then he scored 1 in, I don't know how many games that is, 9 games or something.
Yeah. Right, and then what about you, Tony?
I'd say Bamford. Pretty boy Bamford.
I agree with that. Yeah, I was going to say
I thought Ryan was going to say him, but I agree with Ryan on Mane, but if apart from Mane, I'd say Aubameyang, how expensive he is and how shit he's been. And I don't even blame the Arsenal team for him. Bellerin's been putting on a plate for him for weeks, and he's missing everything. He's terrible.
Just Arsenal are shocking, mate.
They're embarrassing, man. Absolutely embarrassing.
That's fair enough. I mean, I was going to agree with yourself at Bamford. Quite happy for him. Best value, 9 goals, started at 5.5. So he gives you that extra, to be a third striker. I'll probably change it then. I'll say Callum Wilson. I guess he's
the next one. Yeah,
because he's one of them where people just aren't getting him, but he just won't go away. He gets goals, gets assists, he chips in. Sometimes he blanks, which is understandable, but he does get them big hauls. Most disappointing, he hasn't played all the games, but I'm going to go with Trent. Because I think at 7.5, we kind of expected more, he's going to get more assists. They've only got 1 clean sheet and 1 assist.
Yeah.
With him, I know he hasn't missed. He's been missing from a few games, but it's the assist, the attacking returns we're all a bit disappointed with.
Yeah, to be fair, at the start of the season, I was right, he's an essential. I seen he was 7.5 million. And, the amount he got last year, I just thought, have to have him, so I had him from the start. And then, luckily, I got rid of him after, a few game weeks, even though, he hasn't played all the games in that, but it's just Liverpool. I suppose it hasn't kept many clean sheets as a whole. And then obviously attacking returns as well haven't been as good. So yeah, I'd agree with that.
Right. And then Jordan, what we do with our special guests, we always get inside the manager's mind. So just try and relax, try not to think about it too much. Just let it come naturally. Right.
Yeah.
So question 1, do you trust the players or risk it and take a -4 points hit?
I always risk it and take the minus.
Yeah.
I like your
That's what we like.
Yeah.
Captaincy, easy fixtures or better form?
I'll probably go for the easier fixtures, really.
Right, okay. Defence, do you pick them on clean sheet potential or attacking returns?
Attacking all the time, really.
All right, okay. Pick one, Bruno, De Bruyne, or Son.
Bruno.
Okay. Do you get the informed players like everyone else, or try and find a hidden gem?
I'll pick like some which everyone's usually got, like your Salahs, Brunos and stuff, but like I try and sneak like a hidden gem in. Like, like I've been trying to put Mahrez on my team because not many people have got him. And every time I put him in, I've transferred him in and out twice in the past 2 games weeks, and he's not fucking started.
Take that coming off and he's kicking off, man.
Yeah, I think you have to leave the Man City players because you got Mendy as well, didn't you?
Yeah, and
didn't play.
He's probably not going to play against Southampton that weekend, so. Yeah.
All right.
What was he doing? Not even starting giving Mahrez a run out like on that game as well. Idiot.
Changes it all the time, didn't he?
Yeah. He's an idiot, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, a few more lighter-hearted ones, right? Would you rather spot Borough or Sunderland?
Borough, probably.
All right, okay. Red Stripe, Carling or Cronenberg?
Cronenberg.
All right, okay. Very posh.
1664 is the birthday of the Royal Marines, 1664.
All right. Is that what it's named after, or is that just ironic?
It's just like the lads call it a kind of birthday, so we tend to drink quite a lot of work.
All right. There you go. So that's it, you know, they're all into Cronenberg. 2 more then. Who will finish higher in the league this season? Jordan Swales or Tony Buxton?
You always use me.
Tight one, but I feel like my form's coming quite soon, and I feel like once I win a couple, I'm gonna shoot up like last year. So I'm gonna have to back myself.
Right, and then the question on everyone's mind, obviously Christmas jumper theme. The Oi, Telstar, or the Aggie?
I think I'm gonna have to go for the Aggie.
Yes, that's what we wanted.
Fucking shit all, man.
They're raving there now as well.
Actually,
I knew you were going to say the Aggie. We got our Christmas jumper day, we're out about 3.5 minutes, and everyone's like, should we go to the Aggie? I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah, that's it. I love it. It's all there, like carpets on the floor, cheap beers. Sure, well, last year I was falling asleep, mate, about 4:30.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, falling asleep on the table, just like.
No surprise.
You're shocking, mate. Terrible.
But yeah,
I'm keeping you up now. I'm gonna let you hit the deck, just laugh at you and piss on you.
That's just what we wanted to hear. But anyway, just got a quick one. Obviously, last 5 minutes. Obviously, a third of the way through now, getting towards Christmas. 1 to 10, how would you rate your season or performance so far? Obviously, Ryan, Tony, if you want to say like a certain rating for each league. Jordan?
I'd probably give myself 6 out of 10 at the minute, just because I've had a terrible start and I expected better things from myself. So the only way is up. So that's my 5 words as well. So, yeah.
The only way is up. Class, mate.
So yeah, 6 out of 10.
Baby.
I should be on that show, man. I'll be mint on that show, mate. I'll just spark all the Tories out.
Go on, Tony. How would you rate yourself?
I forgot the question. In the big money league, I rate myself 8 because I'm up there. I've always been up there. I'm always going to be up there. Not playing silly free hits, nothing daft. I'm happy in 3rd, 4th, 5th, wherever. It doesn't matter.
You've used it, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, you have.
You have.
Yeah,
sly.
Luke Fleming told me that you've used yours.
I'll upload the video tonight so I can cut that out. In the Pride League, I'd say 5. Probably should be like a 4, but my patient game is working, so I'll give myself a 5.
Yeah, and Ryan?
I think in a stand-up, I'd give myself probably an 8. I think I'm third and 8 and 4. So I think, yeah, that would take me at least to the top 8 anyway. So probably an 8. And then in the big money league, as we call it, probably a 7. I think I'm 7 and 5, but I just can't seem to. I'm just sort of like going win, loss, win, loss, win. I can't like pick up any form. I'm just constant wins. I'll probably go 7 and 6 to be honest after tonight. So probably 7. I mean, I'm 6th currently in the league, but it's so congested there at the minute. Yeah, probably average 7.
And do you want to know what I rate myself?
Yeah, go on.
Right. Not being a bit modest, but I'm going to say 10 in the money league. But I mean, I'm having a bit of a drop because I've lost 2 games in a row now. But still 10 and 3, still good.
Yeah.
Highest in the league, highest points. Well, probably drop like after this week. In the stand-up cup, I'd say 7. 4th at the moment. Think I'll lose. Could be better, but could be worse. Well in there anyway.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's cover our competition quickly, Chan, before we...
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sorry, we should have done that at the start, shouldn't we?
It's fine. Have we got time, yeah?
Yeah, of course we do. 2 minutes.
Oh, brilliant. Leave that long. I'm going to draw it live on Instagram tomorrow, roughly about 1 o'clock. Chan will then upload that to Facebook and Twitter, we're hoping, so people on those platforms can see it too. If not, I'm afraid you will have to get Instagram to watch it if you want to see it. But 2 winners, £20 each vouchers for Amazon. So do not forget, and good luck.
Yeah, and all the best. Well, yeah, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy it today, Jordan?
Yeah, brilliant. I'd like to make another appearance later on in the season.
Oh, there you go.
I'm higher up.
We're doing, at the end of the season, the 8 playoff managers will be interviewed on the podcast. So if you get that top 8, mate, we'll see you back on it.
I'm closing my eyes on it. I'm getting there.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, all the best. And hopefully we'll see you later in the season.
Yeah, sound.
Right, well, thanks a lot anyway, lads. Another podcast done.
Yep.
See you later. Cheers.
Thanks very much.
See you later.
See you later.
Right.
See you later.
Bye.